Well, as happens every year, we've had a couple of months of really atrocious weather, high winds and pouring with rain, which has broken the momentum. And of course, once the momentum is broken, then the motivation starts to suffer, and despair follows quickly. And I've come to the boat today, it's not raining and it's not howling a gale. And I've decided that I'm going to do something, anything, to try and get things moving again. I've just got to pick up a tool and do something, anything. Yes! I am still worthy! It's not raining. The sun is shining and it promises to be doing this all day. And all day is all I need. And I'm going to try today and get these bits of trim on the outside of the cabin. That'll be a major step forward. It'll be waterproof then. It's not going to be easy though. So I've trained a curve into them in the garage by just flexing them and leaving them flexed for, well, what it turned out to be 2 or 3 weeks. That's worked very well. They will definitely take the shear. I know because I laid it against the hull yesterday. Wrestling them into place though, because it's quite heavy duty lumps, is not easy, but I'm going to see if I can have a little test fit now. You can see I've drilled the holes there for those coach bolts that go up through the deck. And I've pre-drilled the holes for the bronze screws to go through the cabin also. I'm going to have a little go now, see if I can test fit everything. Mjolnir to the rescue again. That's a pretty good fit, I think, at this end. I'm doing this end first because it's the easy end. If I try to bring in the aft end first, there's more of a compound bend in that end of the cabin there, so that'd be a wrestling match. This, all I've done is laid it in there and propped it, and you can see it's right up against the deck and the cabin here. So I'm going to screw that in now. This is my test fit. I just hope that when I get to the other end, it behaves as well. We'll see. I managed to get this side in. That clamp is no longer in use. It's just there. It's taken the shear, it's taken the tumble home, and it's taken the curve around the cabin. It's all up there nicely. I've used those blocks. I cut those to length, and I've marked where they need to be when I put it in. This is the dry fit. There's no glue in there. That's gone in well as I could have hoped for. Actually, I'm very happy with it. I have to tell you that even for a dry fit, that was really, really hard work. What I've had to do is wind in 20 or 30 odd bronze 2-inch screws there and 25 stainless steel coach bolts by hand to get all that secured properly. It occurred to me the other day, what I've effectively done here is put in what I feel is missing, and that is a carlin. It's an external carlin, of course, but it will add to the rigidity of everything really, the deck, the hull, not the hull, the deck, the cabin side. I think that's a winner. And thanks to my bevel gauge, the bevel on the top of the combing there is exactly, well, I mean it's as close to exactly right as I need it to be. What I'm going to do now is dry fit the other side, then wind all those epoxy bolts out again and screws, get some glue on it and put them in. Doing now is just going along underneath the side deck with some duct tape, so that when I put epoxy on the deck, it doesn't just run through and piss out into the cabin. Not that making a little bit more of a mess at this stage is something I'm really worried about, but epoxy is a different kind of mess, isn't it? It's something, it takes a bit of cleaning up. Save me a little bit of aggravation later. And then I am ready to glue it all in. At the end of which I will have muscles like Popeye the Sailor Man. God. shoulders are killing me already. Hopefully the second time they're all put in it'll be a bit easier. That was a back-breaking day, I'm not going to lie. I've got bruises and scrapes everywhere, my knees are swelling up as I speak. I've done both my elbows on something, but they are in. They're in, and they've taken the curve beautifully in all the directions I wanted them to. They're both in. Now I'm going to go over them with some penetrating epoxy, not tea of course, penetrating epoxy, and call that a day. What a day that's been, my god. But they're in. All I needed was 1 or 2 dry days, you know, and here it is, here's the dry day and I've got it done. I've yet to fit the end piece of the trim on the front of the cabin, but that's, you know, compared to the other stuff that I've done here, that's I'm not going to lie awake at night about that. So, penetrating epoxy and home, I think. God.